She's older.
Attention, everybody. The views and opinions expressed on the show are not necessarily those of Acts Ministry, Acts Media Group, and or their affiliate and supported ministries and or nonprofits.
I know.
This is what they're seeing.
I know.
Yeah.
It looks cool. Do we hear that?
No, we don't hear it.
But they hear that.
They hear it. Yes, they hear it.
And good morning, good morning, good morning. It's Friday. Touchdown, baby.
Did you just say Friday?
Yeah, I did. Because a lot of people say Friday these days. It's kind of a current thing. Friday is supposed to be a happy day, so we call it Friday.
Here, check this out.
I'm your host, Johnny Rooster. You're listening to the Morning Mouth with our sidekick,
Pastor Matt here.
Pastor
how you
Matt in the hat.
It's good to see you guys.
I like Pastor Matt. And if you like us live, you'll like our cartoon version. Can you kind of shove it right there? There. See?
Hey,
that's
everybody.
Us. Because we're talking
Welcome.
about cartoons today and how you can star in your own cartoon, which is a wonderful thing. Most people don't have that opportunity.
See how we did there? See what we did there?
Star in your own cartoon. They're seeing that right now. That is us holding up our little cartoon images. Now, I am a cartoon man, so I like to draw. And when I was a kid, I got my very first job. I don't know if I told you this, Pastor Matt. I got my very first job at age 12 illustrating a comic for a kids magazine. And guess what the name of the magazine was?
Mad?
Kids.
Oh.
I told you it was a kids magazine.
There was a movie
Kids magazine.
that was terrible. Kids.
It was a Christian magazine back in the day.
Oh, it wasn't?
I'm telling you a true
like
story.
highlights?
It was a magazine for children called Kids with an exclamation point. It was produced by a church group, and it was back in the day when I was 12. And so the guy,
That's a long time ago.
the guy that published it, saw my mom at a conference, and she was showing pictures that I doodled on her paper, just scribbles and cartoons. And the guy's like, "That's pretty good. That's pretty good." And my mom said, "My son did that." "Well, how old is he?" "Well, he's 12. "Well, he's really good. Let's put him on. Put him on." I don't even think the guy talked that way, but he goes, "Get him a gig in the industry."
Got him a gig.
So that started my whole career. I was 12 years old, and I was drawing a cartoon panel for a kids magazine, and I got $12 a month because it was a monthly magazine, so I was getting paid $1 for every year I was alive.
Wow.
So now I get $55
A month.
a month. That would
So how old
suck.
are you? How
If
old
I
are
got
you?
$55 a month, that'd be like having a raise. If you lived in
exactly like
Guatemala or something, one of those places where they don't have no money.
What the?
I got no money. I live in Guatemala. Okay, enough about them. This
Can
is
you
about
grab
us.
my tablet off of my desk over
This
there?
is our show. It's called Matt. No, it's not.
It's the Morning Mouth with Johnny Rooster and Pastor Matt.
Matt and Jay was the last show.
Yeah, the Morning Drive with Matt and Jay.
Can you rewind that, guys? It's the morning,
Now.
not the morning drive. It's the morning now.
Sorry, I got a lot of stuff to do here.
While you're working, I'm going to tell them about how they can be in their own cartoon. Because all of you that are showing up, I want you to be in your own cartoon. How many of you have ever wanted to be in your own cartoon? There's a lot of people in the audience say
your
yes.
own cartoon, Steve.
Well, I'm going to draw you, Steve-O.
Thank you very much.
I'm going to draw a picture of you.
We're doing things
for
a
you.
lot different than what we usually do today. We're back
We're
here.
transitioning.
We're in a different portion of the studio, and this is definitely a lot of movement involved. But we are getting ready to get some equipment, or to implement some equipment where all we have to do is just hit a button,
And it'll make it a lot easier for you, the audience, to watch.
and a lot easier for me
The engineer
to
facilitate.
to operate,
While you're facilitating, though, I want to show you a few things that I'm doing. For people like you, let's say you live in Springfield, Missouri. That's
People
really
like you.
convenient.
For you
Because
people,
we are speaking from a studio in Springfield, Missouri. So that's located in the Central Time Zone.
Spring-fizzled, Missouri.
We have business opportunities. People that are in their own business, they can have a cartoon of themselves presenting something for their business, and it's a wonderful way to communicate. Yesterday I talked to somebody in the insurance industry and someone in the real estate industry, and those gentlemen are eager to see what I come up with because their commercials can look vastly different from just the run of the mill. Have you noticed how people have their stuff on their news feed, like social media? It comes up and it's a picture and it's a content. They call it content. Photograph and some words under the picture. That's standard advertising. Nothing wrong with that. But what if you take it up a notch and you go to the next level? You got a cartoon of your face and you got it talking to the camera like in a really cool way. I'm going to show you what I mean here in a moment. But before we do, we're going back to breast cancer awareness.
Breast cancer awareness.
That's our first installment here today because this is October. And October, as you may know, is Breast Cancer Awareness Month. And we care about our women in our community, 1 in 8.
And our men.
And we do care about our men a lot.
Because men get breast cancer too.
1 in 8 women is diagnosed with breast cancer. What an awful thing. So we're going to that clip now. It's about
5 minutes and 39 seconds long.
Exactly 5 minutes and 39 seconds long. I was going to say about.
It's my job to know that stuff.
It's Pastor Matt knows. You know how he knows? It's on the timeline.
All right.
We're going to go right to the breast cancer awareness. They had a Jeepin' for a Cure event last Saturday, about almost a week ago now. And it was wonderful. It was Jeeps lining up, hundreds of Jeeps in Ozark, Missouri. This really happened. There was a live band, there was vendors, and there was money raised by people that were entering their Jeep to be in this Jeepin' for a Cure. And they raised thousands and thousands of dollars right here that goes right back to the women in our area in the Ozarks to get free mammograms.
Now, you did some puppet work on this, too.
I did. You're going to see your host and co-host, Johnny Rooster and Pastor Matt, tagging along. Let's go follow the adventures at the Breast Cancer Awareness Jeepin' for a Cure.
Attention everybody, the views and opinions expressed on this show are not necessarily those of Acts Ministry, Acts Media Group, and or its subordinate ministries and affiliates, and or its non-profits, and all that other stuff. Good morning. Good morning, everybody. I'm your host, Johnny Rooster. This is the Morning Mouth with Johnny Rooster and Pastor Matt. I'm under the mask. I'm on a mask ordinance. And I'm not. I'm the freedom junkie. And I'm the rule follower. I'm the freedom junkie. And I'm the rule follower. And I'm the freedom junkie. And I'm the rule follower. How many times are you going to say that? That's very boring.
Foundation of the Ozarks was founded by Mary Beth O'Reilly 20 years ago. She underwent breast cancer surgery. She's been living with it ever since. She decided there was a need out there to help women and families who are going through breast cancer treatment with daily living expenses. We help pay your bills, whether it's rent, insurance, utilities, card payments, whatever you need help with, that's non-medical. This allows these women, families in the Ozarks, to focus on their health and their families while they're in breast cancer treatment. We also, this is the most important thing because you all know early detection is key. We pay for free screening mammograms every year. If you know a woman who has a history of breast cancer in her family, or is 40 or older and is not getting a mammogram, call or go to bcfo.org. Call our organization. We will give them a voucher for a free mammogram. We do this every year. And we do it through 18 hospitals in the Ozarks. All the money we raise here pays for those mammograms, pays for the bills of breast cancer patients. This is what we do. Anybody who needs help out there, please send them our way. That's our mission. Give them a hand, everybody. Breast cancer survivors, don't shut up. This is why we're here. This is why Breast Cancer Foundation of the Ozarks exists. How was the ride?
All right, so that was
Yes, that,
Something else.
that was the, well, what I want people to get from that is Breast Cancer Foundation of the Ozarks, bcfo.org, is a group that raises support for women going through breast cancer treatments. And while they're going through that, they're offsetting some of their other non-medical expenses. And it was hard to hear the director, Joe Dawes, on that video, but Joe was in our studio a couple weeks ago on this show talking about this Jeepin' for a Cure. So I thought, he was a guest on the show, Johnny Rooster. I want to put him on there and highlight the event he was talking about on the show.
Yeah, well, I mean, I guess that would be considered a public service.
I'm thrilled with people like that give to the community, the
Yeah,
whole group.
You got to give back to the community.
I am so thankful for people like Joe Dawes
Is Joe Dawes here right now?
of the Breast Cancer Foundation of the Ozarks.
Or did you
I
give that
gave
to-
Joe an
Oh.
actual cartoon of himself. It was his birthday when he was on our show. It was a great moment. So speaking of that, we've got other great moments right here, and that means cartoons for you. If you have a business or if you're part of a church group, another organization, a civic club, maybe you have something like the Lions Club, Kiwanis, whatever, you might want a cartoon to represent what you do for your next event. I can create it. That's what I do. If you go to Rooster Creates, it's on my Facebook page called Rooster Creates, because Johnny Rooster, get it? Yeah, you got it. So Rooster Creates is the page on Facebook. Go there and find out how you can get your own personalized ad with starring you as a cartoon. It's better than this doodle sketch stuff that they have on software now. Have you seen those?
Yeah.
It's called, there's different names for it. I won't drop their names. But they've got great software
Doodle
for
sketch works.
it's doodle sketching. It's common and it's become the thing. Well, I'm more than just the thing here with this, because when you just get the thing that everybody else is getting, you're one of the cool kids.
I need to get
Have you
one
heard
of
that
these
song, The Cool Kids?
and have a little thing where it hooks right
You
here.
need the cool kids.
to the-
But you're cooler than the cool kids when you get your own thing, because only you have your story. In all seriousness, only you have your own story.
And only you can prevent forest fire.
That's right. So if you are the subject,
soon?
your story, yeah, in California it is. If you are the subject of your own cartoon and you're telling your story, that's the best way. Insurance agents, that's the best way. Real estate agents, that's the best way. Churches, that is the best way to rise above the noise, above the clutter. Everywhere you see is advertising. We see it on social media, we see it on billboards, we see it on TV, we hear it on the radio.
I'm going to go ahead and
We are full of noise.
blue and black.
Our lives are blasted and bombarded with advertising. We don't need the clutter. We don't need just another picture. We need a cartoon of ourselves, right, Steve-O? He's in the studio audience.
Steve-O, Mickey Mac.
Steve-O, Mickey Mac, McNeil. Now, I'm going to take it to the next McAllen. I get-
McAllen?
Anything Irish will do. Mick Cockroft.
Ah.
Mick Rooster. Now,
Unless you're German and you have a
Then it won't
problem
do.
going to the bathroom,
Makrusta.
you'd be far from
McRooster.
Makrusta.
Now, if you...
McRoostercroft.
Pastor Matt's going to release the next video now, but before he does, as he's getting that ready, I'm going to set it up.
I'm
Here's-
already ready.
here's
We're
what
just
I'm
waiting
doing.
on you.
It's a 8.5-minute clip of something unusual. This is stuff you won't see anywhere else, and that's what Johnny Rooster's Morning Mouth is all about, right?
Right.
Stuff you don't see
Whatever
anywhere
you
else.
say.
This is the first screening of this for the public. Children, be advised that you may like this. Parents, I'm going to warn you. Parents, make sure you enter the room and watch with both eyes. Listen with both ears. This is something that I created for you, for your entertainment, based on real life sketches of what really happened to me. Go ahead, roll the tape. And you can. My family.
Well, hi, kids. How was camp? Rip put a frog in the microwave. I did not. She doesn't even know the difference between a toad and a frog.
Dun dun dun.
Daddy wants to talk to you. Oh, great. I bet it's about that stupid toad I melted in the microwave at camp. Sal said you want to talk to me?
Yeah, son. Well, how was camp?
What did she tell you? Sal says you microwaved a frog at camp.
I never microwaved a frog.
Uh-huh, I seen you. Smoke came out of its mouth and everything. Ew! Hey, Mommy, what's a brown derby? Oh, well, it's a brown hat. Is that why Pastor Larry came out of a brown derby store with a brown bag?
Excuse me?
Yeah, Pastor Larry was coming out of a brown derby store with a brown bag. It didn't look like a brown hat. Hey, Dad, when are we going to get to go to church again?
Well, we go to church online.
Was that so people won't see you when you close your eyes?
During prayer?
No, during the sermon. So how was work, dear?
Fine.
Fine? Is that all you've got to say is fine?
Well, come to think of it, my boss threw a can of nuts at the new girl.
What? What on earth would he do that for? How could he do that? Was he mad at her for real? Was he just playing around? What was going on? Why would he throw a can of nuts at her?
I don't think it was cashews. I think it was peanuts. Peanuts. I mean, seriously, he's the boss. Doesn't he have anything better to do? I mean, was he really angry? I mean, did she do something wrong? What did she do to cause this? Why would a man in his position do such a thing like that? That's outrageous. Come to think of it, I believe it was dry roasted. Yeah. Girls are better than boys. Not even. What makes you say that? 'Cause our feet are cuter than yours. Oh yeah? Well, boys have stronger muscles than girls. Well, girls are smarter. Okay, if you're so smart, what's the quadratic formula? None of your business.
Dun dun dun.
Hey, Mom, Jared wants me to watch his dog for him. For how long? A week. Okay. Wait a minute, a week? You better go ask your dad. Hey, Jared, Mom says it's okay. So, this here's Foreman. He likes to eat twice a day. So, what does he eat? Yesterday, he ate a parrot. A parrot? A parrot? You sound just like the parrot. He repeated everything, too. Till Foreman got hold of him. Well, goodbye, old Foreman, old buddy, old pal. See you next week, Petty. Yeah, I don't know if I can find any parrots. No, that's okay. Foreman will eat anything. Won't you, buddy, old pal? That's what I was afraid of. Okay, here you go, boy. Come and get it. What's the matter, old boy? Why won't you eat that? That's the stuff Jared recommended for you. Hey. Hey, now you get back here. Where you going? Foreman, get back here. Hey. Guess he won't be running away no more. What am I gonna tell Jared? So, how was your vacation? Where's Foreman? I bet it was cool. Did you go all the way up to the top of the mountains to see the snow? Where's Foreman? I mean, seeing snow in summertime must have been awesome, huh? Foreman! Where are you? He, ran away. So, what really happened to Jared's dog? Remember, Blackie? The puppy I got when I was 4? Yeah. I don't know. Same thing with Foreman. Don't know what happened. Hey there, Hugh. How's it going, buddy? Wait a minute. You're talking to me? You haven't talked to me since 2 weeks ago when that incident happened. Oh, that's all right. Foreman came back yesterday. He's home. He was really hungry, really tired and dirty, but he's good. Man, I thought I was a better shot than that. What are you doing under the table in a fetal position? They're making me work at the Starbucks counter. So? I'm scared to talk to people. It'll be fun. What's wrong with that? Nothing wrong with a new experience. You don't understand. I'm scared to talk to people. You're talking to me. I know you. I stabbed myself in the knee. What? You okay? So you need to go to the bathroom and check it out? It's done bleeding. Are you sure you're okay? I was cutting towards myself. Are you sure you should have a knife? Well, I'm totally responsible normally. I think you only got that knife because it's pink. You know, you're not wrong.
My family. All rights reserved.
All right.
Yes.
Welcome back to the party.
Yeah. Hang on.
Good meeting your family there.
Woo! Are we done? Are we watching? Are we
Yeah,
here?
no, we're here.
You know what's so funny
When
about
we're
that?
right here,
Yeah,
they
we're
can
right
see us.
here. I have too much fun with my family because it's not really my family, but it's kind of like it. And if you have lived your life with your family, you know that things happen.
I love Mark's hairdo.
Just want to introduce, this is actually the dad known as Clint Callahan. He is the snarly looking guy. Is snarly a word? He's the guy with the glasses. He's the guy that works at the grocery store. And he has the shy coworker who's hiding under the table because she doesn't want to talk to people. His wife, Carolyn Callahan.
Hey, everybody.
She's everybody's favorite mom
Brooklyn
who's trying to
Daniels.
keep the peace. And say hello to our
Dustin
people that are
Varnell.
watching. Yes.
Buddy, we miss you.
She's the peacemaker.
Jackie Melton. It's always good to see you, too. Uncle Ray.
Uncle Ray.
Uncle Ray.
Does he have the potato chips, or is that the other Uncle Ray?
He has been our viewer when we started the Morning Driver, our listener, from the beginning.
From the beginning of time. Thank you, Uncle Ray.
Which this upcoming July will be 6 years we've been doing this.
6 long years seems like 6 minutes underwater.
This is a different format here for the Morning Mouth.
It is a different
different.
format.
It is.
Format.
Ah!
I'm format.
I wish there was a way to like multiply
I wish there
my
was
face
a way
and
to be format. We had fun with Israel. So we got the family, okay? Can you hold up these ugly goons, these pretty people?
No.
This is based on the way my kids look, but it's not my kids, okay? They didn't do this stuff. Like shooting the dog. You might have seen that. Go back and look at it. The guy thinks he killed a dog. He's disappointed when he finds out he didn't kill the dog. It's weird. It's warped, but it's
Bring
funny.
them over this way.
These are
and-
teenager, 14-year-old Hugh and
Over this way.
12-year-old, there we go, 14-year-old Hugh and his 12-year-old brother Rip. So Rip is the guy right here, and Hugh is right here. And so they kind of have that brotherly rivalry. And then their little sister, the Tattletale, her name is Sal. Sal Callahan. If your name happens to be Sal, don't worry, I didn't base it on your name. I thought it up myself.
Yourself.
Self. Selfish people.
Self.
You selfish people. So that's my family. It's starring the Callahans. Mr. Callahan, Clint. You know where I got that name? I'm a Clint Eastwood fan.
Uh-huh.
Think about Dirty Harry.
Oh.
Callahan, Clint
Yeah, I got it.
Callahan.
Yeah, I got
This
it.
Carolyn Callahan, that has nothing to do with anybody I know. It just says Carolyn Callahan. It sounds like a good name. The kids, they might look kind of like my kids, but they're not my kids.
They wouldn't act that way.
They wouldn't. They'd act worse.
You got Steve O'Mickey Mac in the
On the laugh track.
peanut gallery.
On the laugh track.
Over here.
We want you guys to know it's more than just my family. It's something to do with you. This is where you come in. Your family is funny too. It doesn't matter if it's an everyday event. For example, I'm telling you about these stuff.
Mrs. Rooster says, I like them. I can
Yeah,
see them
Mrs.
fine.
Rooster. And she gives it-
Tattletale Sal.
Yeah, Tattletale Sal. That's
Now,
her
did
name.
your wife, Andrea, did she help you with the creation of this group?
Not a bit. She doesn't have a creative bone in her
But
body.
she gave you support,
Yes,
love
she
and
did.
support.
I shouldn't
And
rip on
probably
her.
some
She's
really-
not here.
No, she is. She's right here.
She's here. Andrea, I love you, but you didn't draw anything worth drawing. So you left that up to me. But
Wow.
she's a good lady. She takes care of the dishes, and she likes it.
Then that's a good lady.
That's her job. She likes it. I try to do the dishes. She says no. She doesn't like the way I do dishes. She says I miss stuff.
You missed stuff.
I don't make it clean
You know,
enough.
I just rinse it off, and I'm a
I
bachelor.
thought maybe you could just use the same dish. When I lived alone, I used one dish for a whole week and just rinse it off. You do that too, don't you?
Yeah.
Why would you go to the trouble of loading a dishwasher if you have one,
Most
or
of the
washing
time,
dishes?
dishwashers are just
You rinse it off and use it.
just overpriced
they're
sterilization
over
units.
marketed.
Yeah.
So if you guys think of
I mean,
a
if I
scenario,
had a dishwasher, I would definitely use it.
let's say you guys think of a
Definitely
scenario
use it, yeah.
for my family, original content scenario. You give it your best, and just go ahead and contact Johnny Rooster at roostercreates@gmail.com. That's roostercreates@gmail.com. If you don't know how to spell Rooster Creates, look it up. That's where you got Google.
did you use that Rooster
Google. Google.
Now, did you use the Rooster name before you met me?
No, this guy
Really?
right here.
I didn't
love
know.
Johnny Rooster. And this guy, Matt
Well,
Pearson.
when I first met you, I started calling you Rooster
I'm not
Crow.
even drinking. I act like I'm drunk. This is my Everclear water.
It is.
I didn't want to. I
That
took,
means it's
I
clear
took
forever.
off the Dasani brand so it
Water
wouldn't say
that's forever
Dasani.
clear.
Oops, I'm sorry.
You did that on purpose. I
How
know you
did
did that on
I
purpose.
know you. You know me.
I know you too
You know
well.
you're saying coffee. That could be a brand.
No, well, coffee is
It could
not a
be.
brand.
What if I name my coffee coffee?
See, I gotta watch out with this hat because I can't find another one. So if it gets too dirty and stuff, and I
You
can't
never
just
know.
throw it away.
It blends in. It's
Oh
black.
no, with sweat and stuff like that. You
Don't
can
forget to vote.
Oh, you better take that.
I didn't say any candidate's name.
No, but
It's just a red hat.
that is obviously a.
It's a
candidate's
red
hat.
hat. We're
So-
wearing blue. This is blue. Equal time for red and blue. God loves us. God loves all of you.
Red, white, and
I actually prefer the color blue.
Blue is actually my favorite color. That may not be. I mean, I didn't even know which. I guess blue is Democrat and red is Republican.
Yeah, see?
If I hold my breath long enough, I turn blue. It's a godly color. If I get embarrassed, I turn red. That's God's color. God loves blue and He loves red.
I like. You. They can't see this, but I can. So
I like
when
that.
you're talking, I can see your mouth. So like if I wanted to. Do
I'm
that-
holding my breath until you stop talking.
Very patriotic.
I'm very annoyed. You know, I like this shirt because I stained it up. I'm an artist, and I want you guys to know this in all reality. I'm going to make cartoon characters for businesses and for churches and for clubs. I've got an insurance agent, I've got a real estate agent, and I've also got a club that is called, can I say the name of the club? It's an organization, a network. Yes or no?
Sure, why not?
Courageous Business Connect. They're a group of people, for business professionals, that meets regularly to discuss their businesses. Well, I'm doing a cartoon panel for them. So if you're interested and you want your ads to have a bright, fresh approach, a unique approach, only you can tell your story and only you can star in your own life. And so that's what your life is. It's you. And all you have is word of mouth.
Our life is a cartoon.
You know what? All we have is what people say about us. Word of mouth is our advertiser. And when people see your ad, they're going to talk about it if it's a cartoon. If they don't see it, that's because it wasn't a cartoon. It just doesn't work that well. It's like everybody else's
Dustin
stuff.
Varnell says, "I'll find you another hat."
If there was, okay.
I think he was talking to me about this one.
Oh, I thought maybe they wanted me
This
to.
has become kind of like a signature hat for me now.
This is his hat.
So,
I got other hats.
so
If you guys want a cartoon of your church, talk to me. I'll make one. It'll be fun, just like the one you saw, only with Christian stuff in it, you know, stuff that Christians can watch and not get offended by shooting dogs and stuff, you know, real stuff that you like. But we want you guys to put in what you like, and I'll create it for you. It's called Rooster Creates. Go to that on Facebook or roostercreates@gmail.com. I'm Johnny Rooster. I'm the creator. I've got several people lining up to get ads that make sense. They can be a video clip. They can be a cartoon panel. It can be brief. 10-second clip can make a difference on a feed. You're scrolling through Instagram or Facebook or one of those places.
I've been kind of trying to go back and forth on the cameras here.
You're a switcheroo master.
I'm trying.
We've got our own little show going with Johnny Rooster and Pastor Matt, and that's what we want to see more of. If you watched earlier in this segment, we had a little clip of us doing our little mask versus no mask kind of fun routine. And there's other things that are involved here. Other people that I can't show because they're confidentiality. I will show one that I do have permission to show. This is a guy that I auditioned with for a Branson show. He's doing a Branson show. So go to Branson, yay.
And watch the show.
And watch his show. Some people like to see Foreman. Foreman was a dog that was on the show. Foreman is a mongrel. He's a mixed breed mutt.
Well, that's a really rough
A
drawing.
very rough drawing. I don't take a lot of details with the extras. I just do the main characters. These mutts, the mutts are low budget. But you got a good show going. You got your own life going. We're going to put you in a cartoon. That's what this is all about today. Put yourself in a cartoon. I will create it for you. You've got a business, okay? Let's say you're a business owner. Let's put that out on a cartoon. I mean, you see a lot of noise out there. You hear a lot of noise, and it's all nonsense. If you think about it, it doesn't get the message across like a cartoon would. You've seen that sketch doodle stuff. That's good, but what's even better is everybody's going to have that eventually, and they're going to get tired of that too. Nobody's got you. I've got you. I'm going to draw you. You're the only you. This is not a duplicatable ad. It's only you. Think about the advantage of having that. Can you think about that?
That
I
is-
wanted to open that up to you.
Especially if you're a baby sheep.
Well, think about this. Yeah, U-E-W-E. Think about this, Matt. What if you had a business or a farm? Let's say you have a ranch and you want to promote that you sell beef.
Yeah.
You could have a cow in a cartoon with you
Jumping over a moon.
talking about the beef.
So a cow and a
but
sheep
the
or
cow
cow and
is
me?
chasing you and you're running away from it. It's like, don't let your beef get the best of you. You get the best of the beef, and then you show your brand.
Yeah. Well, that's a potential ad for multiple things.
Exactly. So that's what I'm saying. I'm wanting to spawn ideas for the public. This is why I'm introducing this topic on this show. Give us your ideas for your business.
Jessica Thomas, welcome to the party.
Welcome. And we want to do interactive. Here's what I want to do for the show, and I want your blessing because you're the
Okay.
godfather. Bless this.
I am not. Don't
I want
call
your
me
blessing.
God anything.
No, I want your blessing because
I am
you've
not
been here
God
longer.
anything.
But he's been here longer. I want you to think about this. I would like to see the public chiming in with comments, and I would like you to be commenting on their comments during the show.
That's what I've been trying to do.
And we want more of that. We want to encourage you to put in comments. And
Like and share these
Like and
videos.
share.
Go to our Facebook page, our YouTube page, like, subscribe, and share. Also, now, to my understanding, you can go right to our website, axmediagroup.com, scroll all the way to the bottom, and this is broadcasting live from there.
Yeah.
Also.
A friend of mine
Powered by YouTube, of
is
course.
asking, how does he get on this? How do I find it? Because they go to Axe Media Group.
axmediagroup.com, and also Axe Media Group on YouTube and Axe Media Group on Facebook.
Now, the way I've gone on there is Axe Media Group on Facebook. That's how
And that
I
is
found it.
Axe Media Group.
And
That's
then I scroll down.
ACTS.
Yes,
Media
like the
Group.
book in the
People
Bible.
still are confused on that.
Because some people hear the word axe and they think AX or AXE. So you got to think ACTS.
ACTS, like the Book of Acts.
ACTS. Media Group.
Acts.
ACTS Media Group. I want people to find it. I really do. And
I just
want
realized that is a Christmas blanket over there,
Yes.
and it says Santa, the
Fe
Santa
Opera.
Le Opera.
Santa Fe Opera.
Oh, never mind. I thought
It's
it said
not
Santa.
Christmas.
I thought it said
That-
the Santa of the
The
Opera.
capital of New Mexico, Santa
The,
Fe.
the Santa of the Opera.
If you want to be in a cartoon
Imagine Santa with one of those face masks on half of his face.
and you
playing
want to
the opera.
interact, so go ahead and put in your comments. Put in your comments right now if you think of somebody that has their own business and they might want to get a cartoon because
Oh,
it's
the
fun.
Santa of the Opera.
Santa of the Opera.
I think we're doing something there. We need to do something with that.
Did
The
anybody
Santa
else?
of the Opera, beware.
That sounds good.
Yeah, the Santa of the Opera. The Santa Fe of the Opera. How many of you? All right, business owners, alert.
Alert business owners. Quiet on the set.
Quiet, guys. Alert. Business owners, I want you to know this. You can get a unique ad featuring you. So go to roostercreates@gmail.com
Featuring sheep.
and just communicate with me about that.
Baby sheep.
Rooster Creates. Do you want to get an ad that makes sense? That presents your message? That
Not
tells
just
people
sense.
something
Not
different?
just sense. We wanted to make dollars.
We want you to have a better audience. It's giving. You know what? Back in the day, people
you
used
guys
to
are
go.
good audience.
People used to go door to door and sell things. I used to do that. But what we do now, we go door to door through the internet and we give things.
I tell you what.
That's how we do it. We don't take money.
Selling
we give,
vacuums.
We give.
Sucks.
That's what I used to do.
Get it?
I used to sell vacuums.
They suck.
And so what we do
Stuff
is
up off the
we
floor.
give. I want you guys, if you're business owners, I want you to give.
I am really ADD.
And here's
right
a
now.
way to do that.
It's his fault.
You're going to give through a message that's only you, because all you have is word of mouth. Right? All you have is what people say about you. If you put out $1 million budget, and I'm getting serious because I want them to hear this.
Yeah,
If you
that's
have
why
a
I'm keeping my
big
mouth
budget, and people, let's say it's a movie, you're putting in $1 million advertising. You got toys at McDonald's, you got billboards, you got TV ads, you got radio ads, and everybody looks at that movie and somebody goes, I don't like that movie, and they tell their friends, they don't like that movie. That's your word of mouth. All your $1 million was not spent well because the movie wasn't right. If you have the right message, people say, I like that guy. I like that lady. I want to get to know more. That's all you're doing with these ads. I'm suggesting that you get a cartoon made of yourself so that I can create it for you. You don't have to do a thing with that. I'll take that message that you want to present, whether you're selling houses or cars or jewelry or massage therapy, whatever your services or whatever your product, I want to help you. I want to get that message out that's different from what they're seeing and hearing now. Rise above the noise. Make yourself known. Make yourself different. Stand out from the crowd. I'm serious. This is what I'm doing. This is my business, my occupation, my livelihood, but it's more about you giving. I want to give to you. I want to help you. It's called roostercreates@gmail.com or Rooster Creates a Facebook page. I'm a humble man with humble beginnings.
The email address is in the comments.
So, and as far as your comments go, this Rooster show, every 9 to 10 a.m. or 9 to 9:50, 9:05, we want you to comment. We want to talk to you about what you're thinking of. If you think of a business or a church or an organization that could use a cartoon, we want to spice it up and get your message out there so people will talk about you and they'll share it. They'll like and share your stuff. Remember the Breast Cancer Foundation?
Yep.
I want to like and share. I want to help women. I want to help men. I want to help families that are in need. God calls us to do that. It's in the Bible.
So real quick, before I do anything
So I
else,
want to help you guys. If you have a message, I want to help you with it.
check this
That's
out.
my heart. That's my vision.
roostercreates@gmail.com. You can also
So please-
scan that little barcode right there and
Yes.
it'll take you there.
So thank you. The technology is very helpful. We love to help people. I love my mission here. I grew up in the Ozarks. I've lived here since I was 10 years old. And I went to school and was a journalist in a newspaper, but I had art. I'd always draw a cartoon for the newspaper when I worked there, and people loved it. So I never got away from that. When I was 12 years old, I shared that. I got my first job drawing a cartoon for a magazine. $12 a month.
And that was a lot back then.
That was back when I
That
was 12.
That was back.
And
what,
now that I'm a grown up,
plumbing?
I never really grew up. I always had this joy in life. And you know what? Nothing's going to take away our joy.
That's right.
No
the devil's
COVID.
going to try.
No COVID, no depressing news. Nothing's going to take away our joy. We stand on that. We stand on the principles of joy.
Standing on the promises.
Because you know what? Love, joy,
That's right.
peace.
So we're out of time.
We want that for you. Comment, share, like. We
The
love
whole
you.
9 yards.
The whole enchilada.
Share it on your story,
It's a
your
lot of
timeline.
fun.
Share it with a friend that you think would enjoy this show.
Thanks for watching this new approach to Morning Mouth with Johnny Rooster and Pastor Matt. You've watched segments from my family. If you would like a cartoon, go to roostercreates@gmail.com. Find out how you can make your message stand out from the noise.
All right, so thanks for joining us. Be sure and tune in next for The Happy Hour with Dr. Paul Collins and his wife, Miss Nancy. So, Bye, everybody.
Take care.